Today, we will be locking every single Chelsea player's contract for life. Yes, that's right. They are locked here for life. Because Chelsea has got a big transfer ban from the Premier League, they are not allowed to sign any more players for at least 10 years because they've broken a lot of rules. But luckily for Chelsea, they have a really young squad that has a lot of potential, such as Jorgensen with 83 potential, or Hato with a crazy 89 potential, Levi Colwill with 84 potential, Malo Gusto also with 84, Caicedo with 89, Isugo with 85, and same with Lavia, also 85. Then we have Jamie Gittins with also 85 potential. Garnacho with 84, Enzo Fernandez with 87, Santos also with 87, Palmer with 90, Estevão with 89, and João Pedro with 84. And of course, each and every single player will get put a development plan on them so that they can grow and reach their potential, and maybe even further than that as well. But it's definitely an interesting team. The goal of this challenge is to win 10 trophies by the end of the 10 seasons. It should be okay with the team we have, but the only real place I'm worried about is the center backs, because we don't have the greatest of players there, especially for the future. But I think for now it'll be alright. The most interesting project will be Estevão, so I will be keeping an eye on him. But let's just get this challenge kicked off and simulate the first season to see if we can start off with any trophies. So we're now at the end of the first season. Winning a trophy here would be helpful, but I'm not expecting it. And damn, we actually got second in the Premier League, so we weren't even far off. We couldn't win the FA Cup though, and lost to Aston Villa in the Carabao Cup. And no Champions League for Chelsea either, so no trophies in the first season. And damn, our team looks really good in Season 2 already. Or it doesn't look good yet, but the growth looks good. And we have had a lot of loans return again, so we have a very full squad. Just take a look at all these damn reserves. It's crazy how many players Chelsea has. Anyways, everybody is growing, which is good. Enzo Fernandez is out of position, so I think it's best we try and train him to become a CDM, so he'll fit better. But it's looking very good so far. No sign of decline. So let's simulate this second season and see if we can win our first trophy here in the second season now. So we're now at the end of the second season. And imagine, really imagine, that you still haven't subscribed and you're wondering why you hate your life so much. Just subscribe and everything will get better after that, I promise. But anyways, how did Chelsea do? They actually got third, which is a little worse than last season. But hold up, because they did win the FA Cups. That's good, because that means they're in the Community Shield next season. They couldn't win the Carabao Cup, and they lost to Bayern in the Champions League round of 16. But we did win our first trophy here in Season 2, but we're now at Season 3, and it looks like the growth has really slowed down. Some players only grew 1 or 2 ratings, and a lot didn't even grow. That's not a good sign at all. But let's check on Enzo Fernandez's position change and see if he is trained to be a CDM now. No, he actually hasn't, but Santos has, so that's good to see. But I think we need to change the development plan of every single player so that they can grow again. Hopefully it actually does help. But for now, let's see if this team can win us a few more trophies again here in the third season now. So we're now at the end again. Let's see how they did, and Chelsea gets third again. Will they even win? They couldn't even win the Community Shield, and no FA Cup or Carabao Cup either, and still no Champions League for Chelsea. Okay, we're actually beginning to see some good growth in this team. Mamadou Sarr has out of nowhere been growing really well. João Pedro is also doing well, and Reece James has been very underrated. I'm surprised he hasn't been injured every month by now, but it looks like our team is beginning to actually improve again. So hopefully our trophy winning can also improve here in Season 4. So we've reached the end of the 4th season. We really do need to win a second trophy soon, or else this challenge will look tough. But let's see how we do here. And Chelsea gets second behind Arsenal, so we're getting close, but never quite there. They still couldn't win the FA Cup, and no Carabao Cup either for Chelsea. And they lost in the Champions League quarter-finals to Monaco. Will they even be able to win it? Anyways, we're at the 5th season now. Team keeps growing, and it looks like Estevão has finally had his growth spurt. So he will officially be starting over Pedro Neto now. Hopefully that makes a change for us in some way or another, because we've still only won 1 trophy in now 5 seasons. We really need to speed it up. So let's see how we do now. Chelsea has actually won the Premier League. Like actually, finally. They couldn't win the FA Cup or Carabao Cup though. And no way. They made it to the Champions League final, but lost it to Real Madrid. That's actually so unlucky. We could have won the 2 biggest trophies in 1 season. Anyways, they did still win the Premier League though. That's always a good thing. But we're now officially halfway through this challenge. And bro, look at that team. I'm genuinely so proud of how much it's grown. We have a 90 rated Reece James at right back, a 92 Moises Caicedo in the midfield, a 94 Cole Palmer at the attacking midfield, and then also 91 one João Pedro up top. This team is genuinely becoming world-class. Chelsea doesn't need to buy any players, they can just keep using this squad for a long time. It's really that good. But let's simulate the 6th season now. So we're now at the end of the 6th season. And let's go, Chelsea has won yet another Premier League title. That's our 3rd trophy so far now. They even win the Community Shield, so we're up to 4. But they still can't win the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. And Chelsea lost to Dortmund in the Champions League, but still we're doing better and better. So now at season 7, and Pedro Neto is for some reason injured. But that doesn't matter because we still have Estevão. And all these other players on the reserves in case you forgot. Like, it's still insane. But we're on 4 trophies won in total right now. So we need 6 more trophies in the last 4 seasons. Sounds not too bad. But the Premier League is tough, so let's just simulate this 7th season and see how we do. So we're at the end. Let's check the league. And damn, Chelsea wins the Premier League for a 3rd year in a row. They're literally unstoppable. They couldn't win the Community Shield though, and no FA Cup either. But they did actually win the Carabao Cup finally. But still no Champions League for them. But that puts us in 6 trophies. And we're at season 8 now. The team doesn't even stop improving. It's actually only getting better and better still 8 seasons in, which is kinda crazy. That's attack is insane. But yeah, 4 trophies in 3 seasons. With this team, it should be a piece of cake. But let's just see. And we're at the end of the 8th season now. And for a 4th year in a row, Chelsea wins the Premier League. They do lose the Community Shield yet again. And can't win the FA Cup either. But they do win the Carabao Cup again. And oh my god, they've actually won the Champions League? I don't believe it. Finally, they actually do it. That's also a treble. But we're now at season 9. We have 9 trophies. So we only need 1 more trophy to complete the challenge. But we are probably going to get more than that. So let's just see how much more we can get in these 2 final seasons. We're now at the end of the 9th season. We will probably complete the challenge now. So let's see. And there we go. Yet another Premier League title for Chelsea. And that's also 10 trophies won now. They actually also won the Community Shield this time. They even won the FA Cup and also Carabao Cup and even the UEFA Super Cup. We could actually have a perfect season here and win 6 trophies. But no, forget it. We can't. We lose to Dortmund yet again. But we still won the quintuple this season, which is insane. But we're now at season 10, the final season. And let's just take a moment to appreciate how well this final team is. It's actually so beautiful. We've built an incredible team. I'm so proud of myself because I've done all this. This is all because of me and no one else. I should get all the credit. Anyways, let's simulate the final season and see how well Chelsea can do. So we're at the end of the very final season, the 10th season. We've already completed the challenge, so everything now is just a bonus. So let's see how we've done. And Chelsea wins yet another Premier League title. They also win the Community Shield, but no FA Cup or Carabao Cup. And they couldn't win the Champions League either. But we still end on 16 trophies in total. That's 6 more than our goal amount. So once again, I prove that I'm the greatest manager of all time. But if you did enjoy this video, then make sure to leave a like on it. Remember to subscribe and comment down below "sock" just to confuse the others if you have made it this far. But anyways, enjoy the rest of your day and see you next time.